everyone and welcome to my video. So today's video, as you can see, I am barefaced. I have nothing on my face, and that's because I'm going to do with you my foundation routine. So let's jump right into it and get started. I am one of those people who absolutely love what are they called? Primers, yes. I like primers. I have two of them that I actually really like. And usually I either use one of them, but sometimes I mix the two of them, which is exactly what I'm going to do today. The first one is this Estee Lauder Illuminating Perfecting Primer, which is really nice. And the second one is a newer one that I got like not so long ago. And it's a very expensive one indeed. It's the Guerlain Lower Radiance Concentrate, I think it's called. Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold. It has like gold flecks that will kind of dissolve once you apply it to your face. And they won't show up so like individually, like there's actually gold on your face. And I heard that gold is actually good for blood circulation, so hopefully it does some benefit to my skin other than prime it. So I usually use one pump of it, or like half pump or something like that. And it looks like this. It's very liquidy. And then I can't use my other hand, so I must make some use of my mouth, right? Anyway, so I use a little bit of this. It is kind of silicone based. And it's really lovely. Use just a minute bit of it, and that's exactly what I do. I mix them both in my hand, which will result in something like this. The first thing is that I focus on this area, chin, forehead, and then I drag everything onto my cheeks. It definitely feels nice. The Guerlain one is more illuminating than the Estee Lauder one, simply because the Estee Lauder one is more targeted at really priming the face for foundation rather than more illumination. That's exactly what I feel, and I feel like the Guerlain one, because of the gold, when it dissolves, it kind of brings light to the face more. Anyway, the second step is obviously foundation. Sometimes I use the Magic 187 brush to apply the foundation to my face, but usually I just use my hands. It's just much easier. And this is the Guerlain Lingerie Peau. I use the shade in number 02, and I absolutely love this foundation. This has been my favorite foundation for more than a year, more than 2 years actually. This is fantastic. And I just give it a good shake first of all, and then I apply one pump to the back of my hand, and that's exactly what it looks like. It's very liquidy, as you can see, so I better start applying it fast. I dot it all over my face. I love it. It's fantastic. It does have a scent to it. It smells kind of florally, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't mind it. And I start just blending with my hands. I have a mirror right behind me. It might not look like I'm looking at anything, but I do have a mirror right behind me to look at. Love this. It blends so seamlessly. I can't imagine any other foundation that I tried that I like just as much. There has been none. The coverage isn't like full coverage, but it's definitely light to medium, and it's buildable if you'd like to build it up just a little bit. And won't look cakey actually. This is a very good foundation. Just focusing a little bit on the hairline because I don't want anything to show up there. And I don't know if you can see, but I do have like a mini zit here, and the underneath my eyes isn't fairly covered, and I do have like a baby red spot in here that needs to be covered with a concealer. So let's jump into the concealing part. At first I start with a very heavy duty concealer on the spots that I think need to be covered up more intensely than underneath my eyes, for instance. And 1, 2, and just leave it there. And I go right ahead. By the way, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer, and I've had it for a while. I think I should probably get another one, but right now I'm still really liking it because of the coverage. And then I use this Dior SkinFlash Radiance Booster Pen, and I am in the shade 002. I always have trouble opening this. It's just the worst, especially when you have foundation on your hand. It's not an easy task. Oh yeah, I finally managed to open it. I twist a couple twists. 1, 2, around my nose is very essential for me. And a little bit between my, like in the middle of my brow, on my forehead, I mean. A little bit on the bridge of the nose. Cupid bow. Let's start blending it with my fingers. You can use the brush if you'd like, but I just find that complexion stuff is very easy to blend with the fingers, and it's much more effective in my opinion. Usually I just blend the lighter concealer first, just leave the heavier concealer to get a little bit tackier. And when it gets tackier, I feel like it gives more coverage. And I use my ring finger to blend the eye concealer, or the underneath the eye concealer, because it's more delicate, and that's an area that you really want to be delicate with, because it's one of those very sensitive areas, and you don't want wrinkles there when you're in your 20s or even 30s and 40s. You want it to look as good as possible for as long as possible. And I just keep going with my ring finger for some reason. I just started it and I cannot finish. It has covered it very well. I must admit, this concealer is really, really a miracle worker. Really do like it. And then once it gets tacky, it blends even easier. The last step that you might want to do is apply some powder. And I don't usually use like those powders with finishes. I just use a very translucent powder that gives a little bit of illumination, because I love my face to look illuminated and lit from within. And the powder I use are my Meteorites D'azur. There are tons of meteorites in the market, and I don't believe you need to have more than one of them, in my opinion, because they're very similar, and just the kind of difference is very, very, very not so visible, I guess, and not so clear, because they are translucent. I just got these because the packaging was really, really cute, and I just didn't want to miss out on them. I swirled my brush in the compact, or the pan, and I just applied it like on all of my face, just kind of setting it a little bit and giving my face a little bit more luminosity. I love luminosity. And that, ladies and gentlemen, ends my complexion routine. Sometimes when I'm going out, like on special occasions, I use this Dior sample that I got. It's the Dior Skin Nude Compact. But on a day-to-day basis, I just don't like powders with coverage. And that includes everything that I do with my face every single day, other than, you know, the regular makeup, like eyeshadows and blushes and etc, etc. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. For a list of products, just please check that information bar down below. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and like this video if you did like it. And if you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions for me for products that I should probably try, please leave them in the comments bar down below, and I hope to see you soon. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.